That was your first filmmaking
Reflections was
experience,
my first first short film.
And then from there on to Mani Ratnam sir's Guru.
Actually, I'd applied to Mani sir even before Reflections. I applied for a job. I didn't get it. I got the job after I did Reflections. I applied again and I had the short film. And his team, they have a good screening system over there. Because they get like on a daily basis, they get like so many people requesting to work with them. So, but somebody actually sits there and goes through all that. And somebody saw my short film, liked it, and showed it to him. And that's how I got a call for the interview. And what was strange was I was on my recce for my second short film, and almost ready to it was 4 or 5 days away from shoot, and that's when I got a call. And I went for the interview, and I was in two minds because he said, "Oh, you're already making the film. Go ahead, you can work with me later." But I was just in two minds whether to do that or not. So I decided to actually shelve the short film. I thought this is a bigger thing. Let me go for this. And my cameraman there told me, "Don't even it's Mukul, I remember. Don't even think about it. You can do this later. This is an opportunity. Take it." So I stopped that film and I went and joined Guru. And I'm glad I joined at that time because it was just the initial stage of the script was just coming together. So I was part of the scripting process. I was part of the shooting. I was part of the post-production. So Guru was like one entire gamut of the full filmmaking experience that I experienced. And for a startup filmmaker, wannabe filmmaker, to be part of a film, a canvas like this, and to be part of the entire process, it was like, for me, it was like going to college. I learned everything on the job, and I had no clue on anything, how to go about it. Like, I never assisted anyone. In my head, assistance used to be like, at least that time I thought it's just to kind of ye chai lao, usko bulao. I was thinking it was going to be in those lines, and I realized that so much is actually expected out of you, and that's and we had a great team. We had a good team of assistants. They're all from, actually at that time, all from Bombay and from advertising background. So I learnt a lot from them. They were very, very kind enough to give me that, because even assistant director, there is this whole hierarchy,
right,
which is there. The first assistant, the second assistant director. So everybody's given very clear jobs. You do this, you do this, you do this, and that's it. Strangely, in Madras Talkies, it's not like that. Madras Talkies always, I think, the initially it starts all of that, but then it is like everybody has to do a lot more than just what is designated for them. And I think that's like, for me, it was a great opportunity because I got to do a lot more. I got to learn a lot more. But there is, I think, to get the work done like that also requires a lot of patience, a lot of and I think Mani sir is like that. He gives you an equal opportunity if he sees that you're really interested and you really want to learn, then he will not just say, okay, you just do that. He'll give you that kind of platform and opportunity. So that way I got to learn a lot. Guru was my full learning ground. And after Guru, I was sure that I want to do a bigger short film, not a feature. I wanted to do another short. So I wrote and directed a 40-minute film, which I knew was going to be as close as possible to a feature. In terms of scale, in terms of storytelling, I wanted it to be so that. And for me, it was, I wanted to see from Reflections to this film, whether I'm really progressing or not. So everything I learned, thing I learned from Guru, I kind of just put it on that film. Not just learning, even the people that I associated with, I got all of them. In fact, like I told you, the assistant director who worked with me on Guru, I actually cast him in the short film. I remember. And so many people who worked on Guru, they all came on board to help me. My EP was a guy who was the EP on Guru, who came and set it up and helped me. So all that also really helped me. The people also helped me, and I think whatever I learned also really helped me. Because I remember when Aki was editing this film, the second one.
And this is the one with Jackie Shroff?
No. This film, I never released it. It's still not released. It's called Rahu.
Oh.
It's a 40-minute Malayalam film. I never released it because once I made it, I sent it to a lot. I was very clear I wanted to hit the big festival circuit because Reflections had gone to a lot of festivals.
Right.
I'd sent it to a lot of and it did a good round. Setu won the best cinematography award in the New York Short Film Festival. It was the official selection in Dubai, so it went to a lot of places. So I wanted Rahu to kind of go one step higher, but Berlinale wanted it. But Berlinale said that you have to cut it down to 20 minutes, and that was cutting my film in half. It was a 40-minute film, and they were ready to take it. And Toronto, same thing, and they said you have to at least 30 minutes. So then I was just hell bent on not cutting it. I said no, the film has to be the way it is. I can't just chop it down for the sake of chop it down. So it was very disheartening. So because it didn't go there, I said let it be. Let it not go, because there was also this thing of, because I thought maybe next year I'll try again. Because if you release it and the year of release comes and then it doesn't go to most festivals are not accepted. So in that chakkar, then it never got released. It just became an elaborate show reel for me.
Working on the sets of Guru with Mani sir, obviously, like you said, it was a complete film school almost. If you could just break it down into maybe maxims that you still carry to this day, whatever you've imbibed from Mani sir.
I think whatever I'm doing now is completely imbibed from that learning that I got. But one thing I really I'm fascinated by the way he works, and one of the reasons why I would like to continue working with him. In fact, whenever he starts a film, I keep asking when are you starting so I can go and work on his next. Is the way he handles actors, the way he gets that performance out of them, and that's something really that fascinates me. And that's something I really want to learn more. And you can see that in his body of work. When he works with terrific actors also, and when he works with really unknown actors also, the performance he gets out of them is it's outstanding. So that's something I really like to learn and like to imbibe as much as possible. But apart from that, being on his set is like, it's such a it's a creative pool, because he gets the best of technicians, the best of actors. So you are constantly learning from everybody. Be it the production designer, be it the cinematographer, because they are the best in the country, more or less, who he works with. So there is so much learning that is happening, on all those fronts. So that way, I couldn't have asked for a better platform to start my first filmmaking experience.